Welcome back to our channel, and thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting us. But if you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so that we can bring you the latest news as they come. And together, we shall support our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, Eastern Security Network, to make our Biafran dream a reality. He say, Abubakar Malami whip as Interpol surrounds his house in Abuja for kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, narrowly escaped disguising as a lady. According to report, Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, should be jailed for abducting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, but subjecting disgraced DCP, Fulani police officer ɁlợiယာYY, to extradition proceedings. According to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, Barrister ₦이ฟ่anyị Malami subjected suspended Deputy Commissioner of Police, a Fulani Janjaweed, a Fulani rogue, ₦lợiယာYY, to the extradition proceeding before a Nigerian court after participating in a criminal abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya and renditioning him to Nigeria. Barrister ₦iฟ่anyị, the lead counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has described Abubakar Malami as a hypocrite. The lawyer wondered why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wasn't subjected to same extradition proceedings as also mutually provided under Kenyan laws. Barrister ₦iฟ่anyị declared that the abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was unlawful and an infringement on his international human rights, adding that Abubakar Malami should be cooling off in jail at the moment. Abubakar Malami is aware of the existence of this Nigerian Extradition Act, capped E25, Law of the Federation, 2004, particularly the compelling provision of Section 15 of the Extradition Act, yet he proceeded on a gross violation of this law to participate in the criminal abduction of Onyendo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya and extraordinarily renditioned him to Nigeria, instead of subjecting him to this extradition proceeding as also mutually provided under Kenyan laws. Pertinent to note that this same Abubakar Malami also subjected the disgraced and suspended Fulani rogue police officer ₦lợiယာYY to the same extradition proceeding before the Nigerian court and refused to extradite the criminal to the United States. The law is now settled that Abubakar Malami and his accomplices committed an act of terrorism under their own very law for the manner in which they violated international law with impunity in the forceful abduction and rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to Nigeria. Onyendo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is by virtue of provision of another Nigerian law under Section 2, subsection 3F of the Terrorism Prevention, Amendment and Prohibition Act 2022, a victim of terrorism. Abubakar Malami is equally aware of the provision of this law. In a sane/civil society, Abubakar Malami, the Attorney General of Nigeria, and his accomplices would be in the prison cooling off for their flagrant violation of Nigerian laws, which constitutes an act of terrorism However, and most unfortunately, we are in a country, anyhowness, where anything goes. Onye ndụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu's freedom is sacrosanct, and the hour has come. No going back. There's no going back. He must be set free by the Fulani Nigerian government. Either they like it or not, they must set him free. Buhari and Abubakar Malami are in serious trouble as the Federal High Court in Umuahia, Abia State, fixed October 4th, 2022 to hear Maazị Nnamdi Kanu's extraordinary rendition suit against the Fulani Nigerian government, despite threats and intimidations from the compromised Nigerian security agencies and EFCC. The Fulani Nigerian government will have to pay Maazị Nnamdi Kanu 25 billion naira for damages, issue an official letter of apology, repatriate Maazị Nnamdi Kanu back to London. And they must allow Biafran referendum, UN-supervised referendum, to happen. They must allow it. The United Nations Tribunal in The Hague has confirmed that after they have completed the genocide trial of Rwandan businessman captured 2 years ago, after decades on the run, they will start that of Buhari impostor Abubakar Malami, Nigerian army chiefs, present and past, Nigerian Inspector General of Police, present and past, Director Generals of Criminal DSS, present and past, and hopeless danger since Buhari impostor took over power in 2015. According to a source at the UN Tribunal, he said that they have overwhelming evidence against the Fulani Nigerian government on their genocide agenda in Biafra land. The judge said that the hearing must go on, even if they run into hiding. They must fish them out. Governor <hesitation>of Rivers State have been sued by Maazị Nnamdi Kanu's American lawyer, Bruce Fein, at the International Criminal Court at The Hague over the massacre of over 3,800 Biafrans, abduction of many others at Obigbo. The petition was sent to Karim Khan, the chief prosecutor of the International Criminal Court in The Hague. Wike conspired with Buhari impostor to kill over 3,800 Biafrans at Obigbo. After the Fulani Nigerian government promised him 2023 presidency, but he was disgraced by the Fulani slave master, and now he's fighting a lost battle with the Fulani cabals. They promised him, and he allowed them to come in with their Fulani terrorist soldiers to kill Biafrans at Obigbo because they promised him presidency. And when the time came for the primaries, you saw what they did to him. When you tell these Biafran politicians and Efulefus that election in Nigeria is a fraudulent process, it's a selection process, but they will refuse to listen. The only solution lies in Biafra restoration, not elections. And now he's fighting the Fulani cabals who refuse to allow him to become the presidential flag bearer of PDP. He's fighting them. And all those that joined him, they will soon back out from him. He doesn't know that they are just deceiving him. The best thing for him now is to support Biafran restoration. The Fulani will only promise, but when the chips are down, they will stab you at the back. The magnitude of Fulani Janjaweed atrocities against Biafrans shocks the conscience, and because of personal ambition to be Nigerian president, <hesitation>YEMSON conspired with Buhari impostor to commit notorious genocide and crime against Biafrans at Obigbo. And now Wike has been betrayed and abandoned by his Fulani slave masters. They abandoned him. Just as they abandoned another Biafran former governor, Rotimi Amechi. He was abandoned. They abandoned Rochas Okorocha. You know, Buhari impostor and his gang of Fulani thieves looted more than 58 billion naira they lied was used to revamp Nigerian ailing 3 refineries. Despite their claim, Nigerian refineries have continued to suffer a mysterious ailment that has defiled the billions spent on them, and the refinery's output is near zero. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching this video, and bye-bye for now.